Good morning, students. We have already discussed about what is the pair of linear equations in two variable. I also told you before that linear equations in two variable is very helpful for us in our day-to-day life. Let us understand this with the help of an example. That means today we are going to understand the application of linear equations in two variable. We are also going to understand how to plot the coordinates of linear equation on the graph paper. Let us start the question. Aftab tells his daughter 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. Also 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. Represent this situation algebraically and graphically. That means, first of all, we have to understand the question very nicely. And this question algebraically means we have to convert the statement, word problem in the form of an expression. Okay? Now, Aftab tells his daughter, that means they are talking about two person, that means Aftab and his daughter. Now since we have the lesson is pair of linear equations in two variables, that means we can take Aftab and his daughter either as x or y. Let the age of Aftab be x and the age of his daughter be y. Okay? Then 7 years ago, if they talk about previous years or before, then we have to write minus over there. If they talk about after, we have to write plus over there. Now 7 years ago. 7 years ago means they are talking about previous years. So 7 years ago, the age of Aftab will become x minus 7 and the age of his daughter will become y minus 7. 7 years ago, I was, that means Aftab is telling about himself that he was, that means x minus 7. Aftab was 7 times, that means we have to multiply by 7. 7 times as old as you were then. You were then, that means he is talking about his daughter. So, about his daughter, that means y minus 7. Okay? 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. Now, if we solve this equation, we will get 7y minus 7 7s are 49. Now, why 7y and 49? Because we know that if any number is outside the bracket and any number is within the bracket, we have to multiply the bracket, which is the number which is outside with both the numbers which are there inside the bracket. Okay, that means now since we have to convert this in the form of equation, linear equation, that means we know that we have to shift x and y on one side and constant to the other side. Okay, that means x minus 7y is equals to minus 49 plus 7. Now y minus 7y, here it is positive sign and here is negative sign, because we know that if we shift any number to the other side of equality, its sign gets changed. That means here it is positive y. If you have shifted 7 to the other side of equality, it becomes negative. Here minus 49 will be there only, and 7 will be shifted to other side. That means it is negative sign, it changes to positive sign. Now after solving this equation, we will get 7y minus 42. This is equation number 1. Okay. Now let us come to the second part of the equation. Also 3 years from now, that means they are talking about after 3 years. Okay. 3 years from now. 3 years from now, the age of Aftab will be x plus 3 and age of his daughter will become y plus 3. Okay. 3 years from now, I shall be, that means Aftab will be 3 times as old. 3 times, that means 3 times of his daughter. Okay. Now again the same process, x plus 3 is equals to 3y plus 3. 3 is a 9. 3 multiplied by y and 3 multiplied by 3. Okay, 9. Then minus 3y is equals to 9 minus 3, or x minus 3y is equals to 6. This is equation number 2. Okay. These are the two equations. That means we have converted the statement in the form of expression. That means we have converted it algebraically. Okay. We have converted this expression algebraically. Okay. Now we have to represent it graphically. Now how to do it? We have to take the equations one by one. We have to find out its coordinate. Let us take first equation. That means x minus 7y equals to minus 42. In this, what we are going to do, we are going to convert the equation in terms of x or y. Here x is there, we will shift 7y to the other side of equality. If we shift, then its sign gets changed. So this is the main equation. Now we are going to, what we have to do is, we have to substitute different values of y in order to find out the values of x. Okay? So we will take any values we can take at y is equals to 0, x equals to minus 42 plus or we can take 6, 7 into 6. Okay? The value of x will become minus 42 plus 7 6 is 42. The value of x will become 0. That means the first coordinate that we got is 0 and 6. Now why we have written 0 over here first? Because we know that if we write the coordinates, the value of x comes first. So x is 0 and y is 6. Now let us take another value. At y is equals to 7, x equals to minus 42 plus 7 into 7. We have substituted the values of 6 and 7 in this equation instead of y. Now x is equals to minus 42 plus 7 7 is 49. The value of x will become 7. So second coordinate we got is 7 and 7. Okay. Similarly with the second equation is x minus 3y is equals to 6. Again we have to convert the equation in terms of x or y. So x is equals to 6 plus 3y. This is the main equation. Now in this we have to substitute different values of y. At y is equals to 0, x is equals to 6 plus 3 into 0. So x की value will be 6 plus 3 into 0 will be 0. So x is equals to 6. The first coordinate we got is 6 and 0. Here again by 6 because the value of x coordinate comes first. The value of x comes first in the coordinate. Now at y is equals to minus 3, x is equals to 6 plus 3 into minus 3. The value of x will become 6 minus 3 3 is 9. So x is equals to minus 3. The second coordinate we got is minus 3 and minus 3. Now what are we going to do is, we are going to plot these coordinates on the graph paper. Okay? According to the equation. Now in first equation we got x की value 0 and 6. Where is 0? X की value is 0 and value of y is 6. That means x की 0, y is 6 positive. That means here we are going to mark. Second, 7 and 7, both the terms positive. We know that it comes in first quadrant. That means 7 and 7. Here it will come somewhere. 7 and 7. Now we are going to join the line. With the help of scale, you have to draw the line. Now second coordinate 6 and 0. 6 and 0, that means this line is of equation x minus 7y is equals to minus 42. Okay. Now second coordinate 6 and 0. 6, that means value of x is 6 and y is 0. That means here. Then second is minus 3 and minus 3, minus 3 and minus 3 over here, somewhere over here. Again we are going to join these points. Now this equation, this line is of equation x minus 3y is equals to 6. So in this way we are going to plot the coordinates on the graph paper. That means we have converted this expression algebraically, that means this side, and graphically, that means